Alright, welcome to this training. My name is Olayinka Emmanuel. So I'll be very fast and make sure I do not take much of your time. So before we get fully into the training again, my name is Olayinka Emmanuel. I started my first online business in 2017. That was blogging and YouTube content creation. The business did not work as I planned. I couldn't monetize my YouTube channel because I couldn't generate enough views, and then so I packed everything up. I started online marketing fully in 2020. I'm a digital marketer, a web designer, and an online consultant. I run a fully remote digital marketing company in Nigeria and Ghana. Basically, I'm into e-commerce, right? I sell in Nigeria and in Ghana at the moment. I've sold over 30 million on the internet. This is just a little about me. And in 2022 alone, from January to June 2022, I've done over 50 million in sales, all through internet marketing, selling health and wellness products. Yeah, if you want to check me out and see more about me, you can check my Instagram handle at Noel Capital, as you can see on your screen. Noel Capital, that's my Instagram handle. You can chat me up, you can follow me. I drop one or two contents there. So that's a little about me. But what we'll be doing today, what I'll be teaching in this web class today, is about how to harness the power of internet marketing to sell more of your product and services. And it is not about Facebook and Instagram ads. It is about how to use other internet platforms to sell your product and services. These are platforms that digital marketers do not know, and they really do not pay enough attention about it. So that's what you'll be learning in this class today. So before we really dive into that, the first thing is, we advertisers, we digital marketers, we all have one same headache. We all have one problem in common, right? And what's that now? So every advertisers want a stable and cheap traffic platform to grow our business online. I believe that's true. If you're a digital marketer, you sell health and beauty products, you are an affiliate marketer, you are a multi-level marketer, real estate, travel and tour, you sell courses, whatever it is you do, as long as your business depends on paid traffic, right? All of us, we all go through one issue, and what we all want and what we want to achieve as a digital marketer is we want a stable and cheap traffic platform to where we can run our ads, grow our business, and scale, sell more of our product and our services. But unfortunately, this has also been our biggest challenge. That is what we want the most as a digital marketer, has been our biggest challenge. We are currently at the mercy of advertising platforms we can't control. We can't run effective ads due to series of ad policies. By now, these platforms are Facebook, Google AdWords, YouTube ads. If you've tried any one of them, by now I'm very very sure at least you must have laid your hands on Facebook ads, and you know that there's too many ad policies. Every time your ad account is disabled, if it is not due to payment method, they temporarily hold your funds, they restrict your page, they do one. It is always ban over ban, right? This is the same thing with Google ads as well. I have run both Google ads, YouTube ads, and Facebook to grow my online e-commerce health business. But it has always been this problem of ad account suspended, your account is suspended, ad account disabled. So the solution I will be providing to you today is about how to never worry about ad account disabled, your account is suspended, how to how to harness other traffic platforms as a digital marketer, how to use a very secret ad platform that is more stable, that gives you cheap leads, cheap traffic, massive ad impression to, you can easily drive traffic to your offers, to your funnel, to your sales page. And there's nothing like ad account suspended. They don't suspend ad account, they don't restrict it. They are really stable, and there's no ad policy. You just run your ad the way you want it, and it will be approved, and everything will be fine. I have been using this, for example, before I really go straight into deep dive into this ad platform, right? Let me take my screen back. I said in June, from January to June 2022, I did over 50 million. One thing I want to really make you understand here is that none of these sales came from Facebook ads. The 50 million naira I sold online selling my health and wellness products, none of them none of the traffic, none of the customers, none of the orders came from Facebook or Google ads. So I was able to run consistently for over 6 months. In 2022, Facebook were really running mad. I couldn't go live. They were really suspending my ad accounts. They restricted my pages and everything. I couldn't run a single ad campaign on Facebook at all. I couldn't run ad at all. But yet I was still selling. I was still selling my product. I was still getting enough orders, enough traffic into my funnel, selling all my product right on the internet. So assuming it was Facebook alone my business depended on, I don't really know how I could have scaled through the 6 months of January to June 2022 if not for this secret ad platform I've been using to sell that I'm about to show you today. So that is the solution to all your ad problem. That's the solution I'm bringing to you. That's what I'll be teaching you in this short web class, in this short training. It will be a little long. It will be a little long. I would like you to be fully involved in this class and pay attention to it, because the information I'm about to share today will really help your business. It will change everything, traffic, everything, advertising, everything, sales and marketing for your business forever. Because this is the same thing I've also been doing, right? Selling my product online, getting massive order counts every single day, every single month at a very cheap rate, at a very cheap CPA, cost per acquisition, very cheap one, without Facebook ads, without Google ads. And I no longer worry about Facebook ads, ad account disabled, and all of those things. So what is this platform that I'm going to be showing you today, that I've used over time to sell my product and get enough orders? So the magic platform is called Native Ad. It is called Native Ads. If you've not heard about Native Ads before, or you've heard about it, you really don't get it, you don't know, you really do not understand what it is or what the native ad of a thing is about. So native ad is placing of ads on newspaper websites, blogs, streaming platforms, investment websites like CNBC, Nairametrics, Punch newspaper, Vanguard, and other websites that has the ability to generate high quality traffic to your offers. Once again, it is when native ad is when you place ad on website that has enough traffic, right, where you can generate traffic. You all know, as a digital marketer, our job is just to find a platform that has massive traffic, where our audience are going, where our audience are visiting, and then we can easily show them our ads, drive them from that platform to our offer, to our funnel, then sell our product and services to them. So it is not only Facebook and Google ads. You can run your funnels. You can run your ad. You can drive sales and traffic to your funnels. It is not only Facebook and Google ads. Aside from the fact that these platforms ban a lot, this is another advertising platform you can now and you should now be harnessing. You should now be looking into to sell more of your digital product as an affiliate marketer, as an e-commerce person like me, right? So I will be really teaching you how this works. It is called native ads. All the sales I told you about from the space of January to June 2022, doing over 50 million online, selling health and wellness products. Like we all know, like health product is one of the most difficult niche to run ads on internet in general. So if I could do it in health space, no, and I no single ad, they didn't ban me, nothing that like ad account disabled, nothing like ad account suspended, they restricted my page, then you should know there's nothing you want to sell that wouldn't go live. They don't ban, no ad policy, nothing like that. So it is called native ad. Once again, native ad is when you place your ad on newspaper websites, blogs, streaming platforms, investment websites like CNBC, Nairametrics, Punch newspaper, Vanguard, Daily Times, Trust, Complete Sports. Their online website, not their physical newspaper now, not the hard copy newspaper. It is their online website. Like Linda Ikeji, you go there, you place your ad there. People visiting Linda Ikeji, they see your ad, they come to your funnel, they see your product, they place order, they buy your ebook, they buy from you. That is purely native ad. That's how native ad works. So what you are seeing right here on your screen is my dashboard for my native ad campaign. This is 6th of April 2022 to 12th of April 2022. Like I said, I've not sold anything on Facebook in the year 2022 so far due to ad ban, ad policy, and all of those things. But here is my dashboard where I'm running ad on native ad. Ad impression of 572,000, generating 1,007 clicks with a click-through rate of 0.3%. I spent $100 on this campaign, giving me average CPC of 0.05. So you can see how cheap it is. Look at the ad impression, 572,000 spent with $100 alone, giving me over 500,000 impressions. You can't run this kind of advert on Facebook. You can't generate 500,000 ad impressions on Facebook with $100 ad spend. You can't. As much as I haven't been running a lot of Facebook ads recently, I know my business has thrived through Facebook ad. I know deep down how Facebook metrics and how it works. You can't spend $100 on Facebook to generate 500,000 ad impression. This platform is extremely cheap, right? That is native ads. They just show your ads on online websites, big websites that has quality traffics, quality people visiting your those websites, and then you drive them to your offers, you drive them to your funnels. So that being said, let's go. This is still my dashboard here. This is still one of my ad campaign. This is for 9th of June 2022 to 15th of June 2022. Now this current campaign generated 1.4 million ad impressions, 3,000 clicks, 0.2 CTR. I spent $200 in this ad campaign with average CPC of 0.06. Look at it, massive ad impression, 1.4 million with just $200 in ad spend, giving me about 3,000 clicks. This is between the space of 9th of June 2022 to 15th of June 2022. That is 6 days interval. 6 days. Within 6 days, my ad was served to 1.4 million persons. Within 6 days. That is massive. I generated, and the ad generated 3,000 clicks. 3,000 clicks within 6 days. That's average of 150 clicks. If my maths do not fail me, average of 150 website click or website visits. So that's, by the way, here's still my dashboard again. 11th of June 2022 to 17th of June. Now let's go back. The last one was 9th of June to 15th of June. This one is 11th of June 2022 to 17th June 2022. Ad impression 1.3 million. 2007 clicks from that impression. 0.2 click-through rate. I spent $176 within that space, within 11 to 17, generating 0.06 cost per click, average CPC. So you can see how cheap and massive my ad is getting, and how massive the clicks are getting within the space of 6 days, 5 days. 2007 clicks by spending just $170. So this is still my ad spend now on native ads. So if you look at it, if one thing I really want to make you get clear is that for me to be spending this money on ads, do you really think it's not converting for me? Like, do you really think I'm spending this money and I'm not getting results? So just a little about how much I've spent so far on native ads now. Starting from this account, I started this particular ad account December 2nd, 2021. December 2nd, 2021. I funded it $100 with PayPal. As you can see, the payment method is PayPal. December 16, 2021. February 7, 2022. March 28, 2022. April 10, 2022. April 13, April 22, April 27. I funded it. If we are to count it, how much I've funded in this account as at April 2022 so far, according to this, is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's roughly about $800 right there. So I'll be taking breaks in between. I'll be taking water because, like I said, we'll be spending a lot of time. So pardon me. Here is still the same ad account now. Here is still the same ad account. May 20, 2022, I funded it with $100. May 23, May 26, May 29, June 5, June 8, June 10, June 14, 2022. So let's count how much I've spent here again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's, they were charging me on the average of $103. But let's just forget the $3. So let's say $100 now. This is another $800. The previous one, this one is $800. This one is also $800. That is as at June 14, 2022. Right? If you look at that mathematics, I'll spend about $1,600 in that account starting from December 2nd, 2021. So if all these things are not really profitable, right, do you think I'll be running ad from December 2nd, 2021 up to June 14, 2022, space of 6 months, funding $100 every time into my ad account without results? Right? I don't run NGO or a charity business. So if the ad is not converting, by now you will know I would have stopped running it. So This is also a new ad account I set up myself in 2022. The previous one I have is still running. I just created this new one as well to test a brand new health product. So this is 11th of June 2022 to June 17, 2022. The ad impression of this new campaign is almost a million, 995,000, almost a million as well. I spent $999.9, that's $100 there, using $100 to generate almost 1 million impression. That's massive. Look at the average CPC is 0.04. The click-through rate is 0.2. The clicks is almost 2,000 clicks. That is 1,998 clicks. Right, this is a brand new ad account. It is fresh. I just launched it in June 2022, 11th of June. This is how the ad is played out so far. So this is still the same on the campaign that I'm currently running. As you can see from this screenshot here, it is the status says active. These are my two ad sets, right? The impression for the first ad set is 719,000. The second one is also 719,309, difference of 10 impressions. So the first one generated about 1,007 clicks. The second one generated 1,003 clicks. So the first ad set I've spent $114 on it. The second one spent $85, right? So this is this is how native ads, this is how their metrics, how it works. This is how it just looks like, a little about native ad, and you'll be learning more as we go on into the training. So the new ad account I told you about, aside from the payment I've shown you aside from this payment I've shown you, this is from my oldest ad account. It is still active till today. I'm still running it. So like I said, I'm testing a brand new product that I'm selling, and I created a fresh ad account for it. I just funded it as at the time I took this screenshot. You can see it, May 26, 2022 was the first time I added money into this ad account. So this is the next time I added money was June 13, and then the next one was June 18, 2022. So on this account, as at the time of recording this web class, I've spent $300 on it alone. As at this time, dollar is already about 610, but let's just say 600, right? That is, I've spent average of 180,000 naira on this brand new product I'm test running. And if I'm not, like I said again, if it is not converting, right, will I have added $300, 180,000 just to test an ad, when I am not Google or Coca-Cola or Guinness, all these big companies that have luxury of money to fund their advertising and to see things how things works. So me spending 180,000 in a brand new ad campaign, right, it shows I'm doing one or two things right. So let's just see how it goes when it comes to my return. Now I've been showing you how much I've spent over time, how many clicks, how many ad impression. So let's just see a little about how my return on ad spend for native ads, how it has been so far. Now this is my spreadsheet for January and February. For January and February, I generated the sum of amount I made in January now is 5.3 million. 5,351,500 naira, right? Like I said, I run e-commerce business, health majorly. So this is my delivery fee for that month. It took me 352,000 naira to deliver the orders, and I was left with 4.9 million. 99,200, right? So let's just ignore that. 4.9 million for January in profit. In February now, I did 3.9 million in sales, 267,000 for delivery fee, 3.6 million in profit now after delivery fee and my logistic expenses. So that's a total of 8.6 million within the space of January to February. Like I said, none of these sales came from Facebook ads. Facebook were banning me, and it was really tough on my business, but because I know how to run native ad and I've been doing it for long, it was what my business was really thriving on. And this is what exactly this training is about, how you too can also also harness the power of native ads, start selling massively without stress, without thinking of ad account disable and everything. So let's continue. This is still my sales record for 27 March 2022. 27th of March 2022. That's the third month now. For that week, I did delivered orders were 20 orders. Total amount for that week was 868,500. 868,500. That's out of 20 orders brought in 800k. Let's just put it that way. Then I had a previous balance with the delivery agent of 240,000. Then in that week I did 68,000 naira in sales from Ghana. That's why this Ghana is here. Like I said, I sell in Nigeria and I sell in Ghana. So overall total for that week was 1.1 million. 1.1 million in sales for the week of 27th of March 2022. That is, so it is not about this 1.1 million naira now, because but the most important thing you need to focus on is 20 orders came in from native ad, generating 868,500. 20 orders, 800k in a single week. Native ads, no Facebook ad, no Google ad. Here's another week for the month of March as well. 13th of March 2022. If you look at something, this is 13th of March 2022. This is 27th of March 2022. Go and check your calendar. You will realize these dates are falling on weekends because they do my ad account, my sales summary every weekend. That's when it is being done. So I'm able to know how much sales I did for the week. So 13th of March 2022 now. 13 total of 13 transactions according to the delivery agent that sent the message. Like you can see, it is not my name that is written on it. So total of 13 transactions for the week ended. Total amount is 532,000. Then I did way bill and everything. The total balance I was left with was 520,000 in a single week. That means I had 13 transactions, 13 sales, generating 520,000 for 13th of March 2022. Now another week, 5th of June 2022. 5th of June 2022. 16 transactions for the week ended. Total amount of these 16 transactions was about 874,000 naira. Then Ghana, the sales I made in Ghana is 148,000 naira. By the time they added it together, everything summed up to 1,022,000. But let's neglect this Ghana remittance, right, and focus on the 16 transactions for the week ended in Nigeria, which is 874,000 from native ad. That is the keyword there. From native ad, no social media ad, no Google ad, no Facebook ad. 874,800 from native ad. So 5th of June 2022. Another week now, 13th of June 2022. I had 23 transactions for the week ended. Like as you can see now, see it. Total amount for 23 orders is 1,053,000 for 1 week. 23 orders was delivered. That's 1,053,000 that's how the week ended for. So let me just, you might be thinking, what is this breakdown about? I collected, as you can see, it is said collected 495,000. I collected 495,000 during the week out of the 1 million. Then they did Waybill 18,000. I also collected another 250,000. Then we did another Waybill to send products to states and everything. So at the end, I was now left with 266,000 naira again. So I collected 495, 250,000. Then after they did all this calculation, but the most important thing here is the sales and the transaction for the week ended. 23 transactions, 23 deliveries in a single week, amounting to 1,153,000 naira, all through native ads. Then okay, let me reverse back. This is 13th of June 2022. This is 7th of March now 2022. Like I said, I didn't run Facebook ads, I didn't run Google ads because they couldn't let me go live, but I've been running native ads since 2021. Since 2021, I've been running it since December when I started my e-commerce business. So for the week of 7th of March 2022 now, 12 transactions for the week ended. Total amount is 609,000 for 12 orders for that week. It amounted to 609,000 excluding the check. Yeah, I remember this week very well. A customer bought in Lagos and the delivery agent was giving a check, not cash or transfer, so they haven't added the money for the check, so that's why it said excluding the check right here. So the Waybill for that week and everything, then a failed delivery here, 2,000 naira. I was charged 2,000 for a failed delivery. So then 11 states, 29, that's Waybill, 29,000 for Waybill. By the time they did the calculation, I was left with 578,000 naira excluding a check. Right? But let's focus on the balance at the moment, which is 578,000 naira generated from 12 transactions for the week. That's 12 orders, 12 deliveries for the week in 7th of March 2022. Now, that's a little about my sales record so far on native ad and how it has been helping me sell more of my products and grow my business online. So what you need to know about native ads? Native ads revenue is growing. According to native ad report from AdLikeYou, the global native ad market is expected to be worth $400 billion by 2025. That's a whopping 372% jump from 2020. Statista also reports that US native ad display spend already reached $52 billion. That is, the ad spend on native ad for US audience is $52 billion already in 2022. In 2020, up from just $16 billion. So the industry was a $16 billion ad industry as at 2016 in US native ad alone. But in 2020, it has jumped from 16 billion ad industry to 52 billion ad industry. This is the growth of native ad and how digital marketers are now using it to build their business. So if you are totally new to this, this is a very life-changing opportunity for you and your business and your online marketing structure and campaign. So adding to that, eMarketer stated in 2018 that native advertising will grow 36% by 2022. Look at the growth here. In 2016, it was a $16.68 billion industry. Look at 2022, it has jumped to $52.75 billion industry. That's to tell you native ads is growing massively, is on the rise. People are now using native ads to drive traffic to their offers, their funnels, to get more leads, sales and revenue for their business. If you've not been using native ads it is something you should now start using massively. So the future of native ad on mobile phone, as we all know, as a digital marketer, the best campaign you can ever run that will give you the best impression, the cheapest lead, the cheapest CPA in terms of the cheapest order count and everything. It is when you are optimizing your ad for mobile phones. Ad perform on mobile than laptop and tablet. We all know that by now. If you are a digital marketer, you've been in this game, this online marketing for quite a while, you will know the best campaign you've ever run, it is the ones that you optimize for mobile. So now let's see how native ad performs on mobile phone, because that's what one thing you really need to know. If you'll be running native ad, you really want to know how the industry performs when it comes to mobile phones. When you run native ads, optimizing your ad for mobile phone. So Taboola Trend pulls weekly data from native ad campaigns, analyzing a total of roughly 75 million clicks and 50 billion impressions to find out which strategies are driving the most clicks and engagement. There are 7.26 billion mobile users across the world in 2022. 7.26 billion users, up from 6.9 billion in 2020. That is, those who our audience on native ads, as at 2020 it was 6.95 billion, but in 2022 it is now 7.26 billion. So the industry is really growing, and that number is also expected to reach 7.5 billion by 2025. So it is not too late to start advertising on native ads as a digital marketer. Accordingly, mobile ad spend jumped 23% in 2021, reached $295 billion, and that ad spend is predicted to hit $350 billion by the end of the year. That's, I think, this data is a 2021 data. By now this number will have increased, because this number will have increased. So he said, accordingly, mobile ad spend, that is the money digital marketers are spending to optimize their native ad for mobile users alone, as at 2021 has jumped from 23%. It has jumped by 23%, reaching $295 billion. That is, cumulatively, people have spent over $295 billion on ad spend, on native ad spend, optimizing for mobiles alone. And that ad spend is expected to jump to $350 billion. By now it will have surpassed that number. So this is how it looks like, the landscape at a glance when it comes to mobile ad spend. So when it comes to mobile landscape at a glance, how native ad has performed on mobile phones when you optimize for it. New app downloads 230 billion. The growth for app downloads on mobile is 5%. App store spend, those how much the digital marketers have spent cumulatively on app store spend, optimizing their ad for placing it on app store and everything, 170 billion. Daily time per user 4.8 hours. That is, people spend at least, a single audience spend at least 4.8 hours daily on their phone. So that industry has grown by 30%. So if your audience are spending at least 4.8 hours on their phone, there is no way you will run your ad and it won't get massive impressions. People now visit online websites, blogs and streaming platforms than social media. People spend more time on those platforms a lot, and this is why it is converting. You want to run your ad on platforms where audience are spending their time, because that is just how advert works. When people spend time on Instagram, they will see more ads, and then they will click on more ads, relate with more ads. Thereby it will help us as a digital marketer have lower impression low CTR, low order, massive order count, and the likes. So that is why these platforms also want their audience to stay glued to their phone every time, right? So on mobile, on native ads now, 4.8 hours per user. Now mobile ad spend $295 billion. That's a growth of 23%. Then the number of apps greater than 100 million spend is 233. That is another growth of 20% here. But one thing that is very, very paramount in this statistic is daily time spent per user, 4.8 hours. That is, people go to online blogs, Linda Ikeji, to read news. They go to Daily Times, Vanguard, and all of these things, and then a single user visit those websites. They can go to investing.com, they can go to forexlive.com, depending on if they are like tech bro or a crypto person. Crypto person will go to websites that has to do maybe CNBC, Forbes, and Wall Street to read Wall Street journals and everything. All of these platforms, you can run your ad on them. So as they are going there, if you are selling, let's say you are selling a course on how to trade forex now, and your ad is already on CNBC, is on all these big advertising platforms, because those that will be visiting that platforms, they are spending a lot of time there. Your ad will generate massive impression, massive traffic, low cost per click, and a lot of other. That's how it works. So for them to be spending 4.8 hours, this is massive. This is why native ad is working, right? 30% growth. 30% growth is the mobile daily time spent per user on phone now on mobile. So this is just how the statistic for native ad so far, how it works. So the three big advantage of native ad now. Why should you start using or considering native ad? You shouldn't even be considering it with the fact of what we all go through from Facebook and Google ads. Most of us are not running Google ads. I run Google ads. I've run a lot of Google ad campaigns, made millions through Google ads, but the platform got messed up. We couldn't pay. It is suspension. They always suspend your ad account if you ran Google ads before, you will know. So Facebook is still the one that is still fair, and by being fair, it doesn't mean that Facebook is fair like that. They are very, very cruel with their ad policies and all of those things. So why should you start thinking of native ad? Now, what are the three advantages of native ad? Why should you start running native ad? Number one is cheap quality traffic. In the wake of COVID-19 pandemic, native advertising remains an important tool for digital marketers. You can't beat that. Yeah, that's very, very true. In fact, as customers continue to reject traditional online advertising, startups and Fortune 500 companies alike are allocating more of their budget to non-disruptive ad campaign. What is non-disruptive ad campaign? Native ad, like I said, it is when you place your ad on big traffic platforms. So it doesn't disrupt the user interface or the user experience. You know, compared to Facebook ad now, when you are running Facebook ad, people come to Facebook to check on their friends' post, to see what's happening and everything, and all of a sudden they see ad. So they've disrupt the user's experience, right, by showing them our ads. That's just it. The audience do not plan. Nobody opens their mobile app, their social app, just because they want to come and see your ad. They only want to come and get entertained, see their friends, post, if at all they post, and interact with posts online. Then all of a sudden our ad pop up, right? So we because of this now, customers they reject traditional online advertising. They no longer even trust Facebook ad alone. That's why our ad cost is expensive now. Our impression is expensive. Our CTR, everything, advertising cost is now expensive. If you are spending $100 on Facebook ad before and you are using it to make let's say $500. Now by now, you know, it is not so like that. It is now a game of who is the best in the game. It is now a thing of survivor of the fittest, right? Facebook ad is no longer beans as it used to be 4 or 5 years ago, and one of the reasons is because consumers now reject traditional online advertising because it disrupts their user experience. Unlike native ad is, they come to these platforms to read news. Once they want to read the news, our ad is on one side, the news is on the other side. It doesn't disrupt it, but yet they still see it, so they can choose to click and they can choose to ignore. This is the advantage of native ad. It doesn't disrupt their experience or their aim of what to do on the of why they came to the platform to read news. So those who are very, very interested are the ones that see your ad and they click on it. This is why people now trust native ads compared to traditional online advertising now. This does not mean Facebook ads do not work anymore or Google ads, but what I'm just saying is the advantage of native ad now is that it doesn't disrupt users' experience, and because it doesn't disrupt users' experience, the users do not feel pressured to click the ad. The news they came to read is on the other side, and our ad is on the other side, so they have the choice of choosing whatever they want. So those who are really in need of our product, in need of our service, in those who our ad is speaking to are the ones that click to it, and then they eventually turn customers. That is why native ad works massively. So another thing is native ads are not tied to merely one advertising platform like Facebook or Google. Instead, natives are on the whole internet. Exactly. Native ads, the way they works, you know, when you run Facebook ad, the only place you can see your Facebook ad is on Facebook. The same thing as Google. If you run a Google search campaign, it will only show on the Google search auction when people go to Google and search for anything related to your ad. That is when your ad will pop up. Then Facebook, your ad is just on Facebook alone. You can't find it anywhere anymore. This is unlike native ad. Like I said, native ad is when you place ad on a lot of media platforms. So your ad can be on on Vanguard, can be on Punch, can be on Linda Ikeji, can be on CNBC, investing.com at the same time. So if anyone sees your ad on Linda Ikeji and the person didn't interact with it, it is fine. It is still on Punch. There are people also visiting Punch, and those ones can interact. And if the ones on Punch leaves it, it is on CNBC. It is all over the internet. It is all over massive. The keyword is massive advertised websites or streaming platforms. So our audience is not streamlined to just one particular website. Like maybe if your ad is being placed on Vanguard and Punch, if the one on Punch is not converting, because it is not only on Punch, your ad will still convert because different audience are coming in from different websites and they are visiting those websites differently per time, and then your ad will convert. Your ad is all over the internet. This is a very, very powerful advantage of native ad. So there are different players and different traffic sources. Like I said, there are different players and different traffic sources. This also makes it possible to reach people who have no Instagram, no Facebook or Google account. Yeah, that's true. On Facebook, you cannot run adverts to people who don't have Facebook. As long as you are a digital marketer, only those who have Facebook accounts can see your ad on Facebook. This is not true. It is very decentralized. Native ad, you don't need to have any social media platform. As long as you just visit these websites that I have said over time, you will see my ad. Your ads will be there. They do not need any social media account. No need to register no need to create a Gmail or have a Google account before they can access their Instagram or Facebook or something. They don't need all of those things. As long as they have their mobile phone, they visit this website your ad is in their face. They are stuck with it, right? So this is a very, very big advantage of native ad. It is not restricted to only those who have accounts on Facebook or something like that. So anybody can see it. Yes, it again, my ad impression, just to bring you back and see how it works. So this is for 9th of June 2022 to 15th of June 2022. The ad impression 1.4 million, 3,000 clicks. CTR, that is the click-through rate, is 0.2%. I spent 199.95. That's $200 right there. $200 to generate 1.4 million ad impression. That's massive. You can't get that on Facebook or Google. You can't. At an average of CPC, cost per click, is 0.06. Yeah, you might be thinking I have 0 conversions, right? That's not true. I didn't set the pixel, so I'm not tracking conversion. All I just needed was the clicks on my funnel. I just needed the click. I don't need them to help me track I didn't set their pixel and all of those things. So that's it. Now, the traffic statistics of native ad on one of my funnel, one of my offers, right? I want to show you how it is going and how it works. So this is my traffic statistic for my website for June 16, 2022. That is when I looked at my dashboard, and just to show you how it is going through native ad, how the traffic has been playing out day in, day out. So average of daily 160 website visitors, average of monthly 5,000 website traffic, average of 20 website orders per day. 20 orders per day. That is, let's go back a little. From this 3,000 clicks I'm getting, you can see it, that is within the space of 9 to 15. 9 to 15 is interval of 1 week, if I'm not mistaken. So in 1 week I got about 3,000 clicks. That's not less than, at least I think that's $500. That's 500 website clicks per day. Yeah, because 9 to 15 is 6 days. By the time you divide it, 3,000 divided by 6, that's about 500. Yes, 500, 1,000. Yeah, I'm not mistaken, I got it. That's 500 website clicks every single day on my ad, and I'm spending $200. 500 clicks. So average of, but my Jetpack eventually recorded 160 website traffic visitors, average of monthly 5,000 website traffic, average of 20 website orders. So you can see it. If I said I'm generating at least 20 website orders per day for clicks that are giving me 500 clicks a day, it is not so bad. And the CTR is saying is 0.2. As a digital marketer, you can see that these metrics, they are in line with each other. 500 website clicks every single day, ad click every single day, to give me at least 20 website visitors. That's even less than 5% of my daily website visits. So you can see it here as of June 2022. Look at it here. This is it. This is 4,000, the 4,000 mark here. Look at it here. Almost 6,000 website visits. Look at May 2022. Exactly 8,000 website visits in May on one of my funnel, right? In April, it is almost 4,000, and in March, in February, that's how it works. I really didn't fund them a lot, and that's how the sales and the traffic play down. Again, average of daily 160 website visitors, average of 5,000 website traffic, average of 20 website orders on my products per day. average of 1.5 million revenue per week in Nigeria and Ghana. I've shown you and you've seen how that works. So another advantage now, back to the advantage of native ad, is this is where it really gets interesting. Number 2 is no ad account restriction. Yes, no ad account restriction. So sorry, I want to take water. Yes, no ad account restriction. It is a non-disruptive way of advertising in feed. Native advertising is dependent on the user. That is, like I said, I've explained it, what it means by non-disruptive way of advertising. Your ad is placed beside the news on those website platforms. So it is not placed in such a way that it will disrupt the user's experience. It will break their what they are doing. If you go to Facebook or YouTube, for example, and you are watching a video, then after a while advert will roll in. That is a disruptive way of disruptive advertising right there. On YouTube, advert will just roll in between the video, and then what you are watching will be paused for the meantime. That's a disruptive way of advertising. Native ad doesn't work that way. They let people enjoy what they came there to do. At the same time, they still serve them adverts. So it makes people feel not pressured. When people are not pressured to click the ad and everything, they click it deliberately. So once they click it deliberately, it brings about deliberate results, because those who click it really shows that they know what they were doing. They knew why they clicked on the ad in the first place. So no ad account restriction, they don't ban. Native ads works as a proven alternative to Facebook, Google, and other ad platforms. It is an open source that allows advertisers promote their offers without content moderation, permanent ad account, or suspension. So the reason why native doesn't ban ad account is simple. You know, on news itself, on news you can see very, very terrific news on this website. You can go to Vanguard and you see 50 persons were killed in an accident, and then there will be blood on the picture and everything of the news. That is a very, very horrific picture, right? So those that are going to read that kind of news before, they have their mind prepared for anything. So they don't need any content moderation. Unlike Facebook, when you are going to Facebook, you don't go to Facebook with the mind of you can see anything, you can see blood or everything. You don't post. There are limitations to what you can post on Facebook, right? So but when it comes to news, you carry news as it is. You deliver it raw as it is. This is why our ad or native ad, we can deliver it raw. You want to sell erectile dysfunction product, you can deliver it raw. They are used to it, nothing like content moderation. And because you can deliver it raw, you can structure your ad anyhow you like on native ad. They are good to go. They don't have issue with it. This is not the first time they will come to read news and they will see something like a wife got impregnated by the gate man, and then they will see there will be a picture of the two of them, a CCTV picture that captured them, and then it's all over the news, right? So that is nude and nudity right there on the news, and they are used to it. So if you are selling, let's say butt enlargement, acne, everything, you can just put it there, no problem at all, because everything still comes out as news. That's how native ad works. But these things, you can't do it on Facebook, you can't do it on Google. They will disable your ad account. So this is the mail I receive anytime my ad is being approved, anytime I launch a new ad, a new campaign. You can see it here, 27th of May 2022. Ad is approved, ad is approved, ad is approved, ad is approved. 15th of June, as at 15th of June 2022, ad is approved, ad is approved. So that was the last time I published an ad, and since then I am still running it consistently. So this is another big advantage of native ad. Forget about them disabling your ad account. Nothing like that. They don't disable They don't restrict ad accounts, they don't restrict pages. It is an open source. Like you see, it allows advertisers to promote their offers without content moderation. That is, without you thinking of what kind of ad creative, what kind of ad image, if I use this image will it get banned or stuff like that. No, it is like you publishing a news on a news website. You are publishing ad on news websites, anything goes. So it is a very, very powerful tool that drives traffic. Because of that, one of the reasons why you can really get a massive turnout in your advert is when you can structure your ad in a very, very chaotic and dramatic fashion, whereby you use this kind of attention grabbing headlines and images, and then it will really drive sales and revenue to your business. But when you want to do this on Facebook, you are being skeptical, you are being cautious. The type of image you want to use, you don't even use it, because you really don't know if Facebook will allow you or not. So this is a big challenge for if you've been running social media ads alone, if you've only been using Facebook ad to grow your business. Native ad doesn't work that way. No content moderation and everything. So now, the third advantage of native ad is that it is not dependent on consistently changing algorithm, right? You know that Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and all these advertising platforms, they depend on algorithm to optimize. Once you run your ad, it goes through the learning phase. The algorithm try to read your offer, try to know which is the best audience to serve your ad, and your ad will start performing over time, right? Unlike native ad rather, there's nothing like algorithm. It is pure native. That's why we call it native ad. It is people visiting a website, you showing them your advert, they click on it, they place order, they buy, they give you their information, they become a lead and everything, depending on your ad objective. So no algorithm, nothing like your ad did not perform the first day, the second day. It is the algorithm is still in the learning phase, trying to understand your ad and who is the best to serve it to. So most companies advertise on big social platforms like Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram, but many are getting more disappointed than ever. Yes, these platforms are losing slack by being inconsistent, changing up algorithm often, and increasing their ad prices. If an ad platform is inconsistent, planning campaigns ahead of time is difficult. Exactly. Today, Facebook are working on their bot and everything. They restrict your page, they restrict your ad. The bot can just go wide and then start serving everybody ad account disabled, and every of those things. But nothing like that here. It doesn't. Native ad doesn't depend on algorithm and robots to perform. That is why it performs right on it performs on impulse. You launch your advert today, start expecting results, start expecting massive traffic, massive sales on your platform. That's how it works. Nothing like algorithm changing and everything. So this is how the map looks like again. How industries are niches, how different niches have performed on native ads so far over the years. The best performing industries so far are the ones for pets. As you can see here, pet is when you sell, I don't know, pet products, you are into the vet industry, pet and everything has proven to perform. Food and drink industry, family and parenting, that is relationship and dating and all of those things. Family consulting for relationship, family and parenting and all of those things. Travel, you can see travel and tour. If you are a travel and tour industry, you sell how to travel to Canada, the jackpot route and all of those things. This is a platform you now want to start sending traffic to sell more of your, to get more customers who want to patronize you, who want to learn how to escape the country and or get their masters abroad and everything, Canada, and whatever it is they want to do. Travel and tour industry is the fourth best performing on native ads so far according to history. Now, technology B2C, business to customer. That is, you are into tech and it is a business to customer industry. Example of tech business to customer is crypto, right? You are a crypto trader. You teach people how to sell and buy crypto, everything. So that's a tech B2C industry. Style and fashion, that one is pretty much explanatory. So the style and fashion industry and tech industry, they are pretty much on the same map, that is on the same scale, is 0.9%. Home and garden equipment and tools, you sell probably chemicals and home and garden in natural, that industry also sell. Now this is finance and insurance. You sell forex trading, finance and mortgage and everything. You sell insurance, you sell loans and all of those things. You can place your ad on native ad. It has shown very well to perform. Entertainment industry, right? The entertainment industry also performs. This CPG is similar to health, but I really do not know this industry so well, but it performs a lot. Then this business, the industry of business is also similar to let's say you sell to coaches. You are a business to business. You are a coach, you're a consultant, right? Your customers are business owners and stuff like that. That's another industry that really performs when you run advert on native ad for your offers. Education industry. The education industry are for affiliate marketers, coaches, consultants, course creators, digital creators. You create courses, you educate people, right? That's education industry. Then automotive, that's automobile right there. You sell car gadgets, security gadgets for your phone, for your mobile, and all of those things for cars and automobiles, right? The sport industry also performs so well when you run adverts on native ad. That's how it goes, right? The sport industry, that is, you have been seeing this ad recently on Facebook, where people advertise how to their sport bets and how to become a better punter, how to become good at staking, right? It's also an industry, the gambling and the casino industry, the sports industry. So you want to drive traffic for your business. That's what you do. People are right here. You place your ad on go.com, it will sell like wildfire. It will sell because your ad is also on this, or is all over the internet. That's just it. It's on big websites, go.com. What other sports platforms, you know them as more than as I do. That's not my own industry, but the most important thing for you to understand is that these industries are the industries that have proven to sell out when it comes to native ads. You run advert there, you can't lose your money, and they don't ban. That's just what you need to understand. Yeah, this is for me. Health and fitness. You sell health products, you sell fitness and wellness. We are even, funny enough, my industry is even second to the last on the list, right? Health and fitness industry performs by 0.65%. So that is how health and fitness industry performs on native ad so far. So it is also a massive industry. So if I have been doing millions every week selling health products, and it has shown that health industry performs almost the least when it comes to advertising, right? And I am still there since 2021. This is, at the time of this web class, is June 2022. It has proven to be an evergreen industry, right? Health and fitness will continue to to perform on native ad. It will continue to perform on native ad. So regardless of when you are attending this training, it all the industries here will continue to perform your ad. You will always get results on your ad when you run native ads on this platform. So the last one is technology B2B, business to business. You sell mobile apps and you develop apps. You develop apps and you sell them and everything. So that is how native ads and how different industries and different niches. So by now I do not think your niche do not fall any on there's no niche you operate in that you can't find your own niche in all of this business. So it is native ad is a platform that helps every niche. You run your ad, you will sell, you will get a lot of sales and revenue. So it is not restricted. It is not that only those that are selling health and fitness only will sell their product. No, it is for every industry. Like you've seen right there, these are data and numbers don't lie. So now let's go to 3 reasons why native ads fail. Yes, I really need to talk about this a lot. I've been running native ads for as long as I can remember. Over the time, with my years of experience driving traffic through native ads to grow my online business, I've come to realize 3 major reasons why native ads fail. Because I've put money, I must be honest with you, there is no digital marketers that have gone ad at a point in our life, at a point in our advertising career, at a point in our marketing career. You will run adverts and it won't convert and you will lose money. You can't beat it. And that is how we grow. That is how we become good at what we do. So over time, over my 2 years of driving traffic through native ads, right, 3 reasons are the reasons why if you run native ads today, you get them wrong, you will fail, you will lose money. I'll tell you for free, you will lose money. The first one is your ad structure and ad creative. Your ad structure and ad creative. Native ad, right? Native ad, the way it works, once again, is your ad is in between all the news. Let's take Vanguard for example. They publish a lot of news. Let's give it a number. Let's say 100. Let's say they publish 100 news for today. Now if you are running adverts and you have, let's say, 2 ad sets, so everything on their platform for that day will be 102, which is 100 adverts, 100 news and 2 adverts, which is your own adverts. So that's 102 news or articles that will be on their platform for that day. So all of those 102 articles they are all fighting for attention. Yeah, that's it. All of you are all fighting for attention. If you do not know how to structure your ad and how to use the best creative, that is your ad creative, your ad will be shoved under. It won't be seen enough. Because there's too much news. These ad platforms they are publishing per time as things are rolling out in every area of life. As things are happening in Lagos, in Kaduna, in all over the state, they are publishing it every time for their audience, right? And your advert, you are not publishing advert every time. You only set and forget it. So the only way to stand out is if you do not get how to structure your ad and creative, it won't stand out. People will only be seeing the news, they won't see your ad, and you will fail. Because once people are not seeing your ad, your ad impression will be low, your CTR, your click-through rate, it will be low, and then it will be expensive. That's how you eventually get expensive ad campaigns. That's it. So that is the first thing, your ad structure and creative. You must understand the psychology behind how to make your creative stand out, how to publish a very high attention grabbing ad creative and campaign, ad headline and all of those things. If you don't know these things, it will fail. I do not. That is why people say, I've met a lot of people over time and they tell me native ad don't perform. Well, native ad don't perform. That is what I still use till tomorrow. This is what I will still continue to use to grow my business. It is about understanding the psychology behind every platform. This is not like Facebook, whereby if you run your ad, either you like it or not, Facebook will put your advert on their face. They will eventually see it on their news feed, either they like it or not. They can eventually see it and scroll past, but Facebook have done justice by showing them your ad compulsorily because you've paid for it. This is different from native ad. It is a non-destructive advertising structure. So your ad is in one side, their news is in one side. Both of them are fighting for attention. It is the ad, it is the creative, the image, the ad creative that has the best dramatic or attention grabbing element that gets the most attention. So your advert can be seen more than the news they are publishing per time, and then their news can be seen more than your advert. It depends on how you structure it. If you do not get this right, you won't run a profitable native ad campaign. Then the second thing is your sales funnel design and copy. It is extremely important that you understand this too. Different platforms comes with different audience, and the way they interact, the way they think, the way they resonate, and their perspective towards life in general, right? People who visit native ad platforms like Vanguard and Punch and all of those platforms, they are not illiterate. They are very sophisticated people, very smart people. You can't see a market woman open up her phone and then the next thing is she wants to go and read news on Vanguard. It doesn't work. You can't see it. So if they are not educated, if they can't read and write very well, most people that go on to native ad platforms, the audience there are educated people. They are educated people, very sophisticated, very knowledgeable, and very smart. So the way you write your ad to those people must be very presentable, very smart, it must be appealing to a smart audience. That's just one thing you need to know. Unlike Facebook ads, Facebook, you can structure your headline anyhow. I see a lot of people, they write headlines on Facebook and their headline goes something like over 500 persons joined, and that's their headline. You don't write headlines like this on native ad and you expect results. What is the meaning of over 500 persons joined, or join my masterclass, or payment on delivery? I see headlines like that on Facebook, and the headline is payment on delivery, free delivery nationwide. And then I wonder, how did these people learn marketing and marketing and online advertising? You don't write headlines like this. You go to native ad to sell, let's say, a bot enlargement or a course or anything, and then your headline is payment on delivery. Who will buy from you? You won't sell. Yeah, that's just the truth. That's just how it works. So there's a way you structure your funnel, there's a way you structure your copy, there's a way you write out everything, there's a way you plan out your marketing campaign. Then the third one is the offer. You must have a godfather offer, because like I said, these people are we call it a mafia offer as well, because these people are sophisticated, they are knowledgeable, they are very smart, they are educated, they are not illiterate, right? So there's a way you peg your offers, there's a way you structure it, there's a way you present it. It must appeal to them. So in the light of that, right, I have created a very simple, straight to the point native ads course, a native ad structure, that a native ads training, how you become a specialist of native ads, drive more traffic and revenue for your business. and you will never have to worry about ad account disabled and ad accounts being restricted and everything. So this training is in two phases, right? Depending on the class you would prefer to join. The first one is the Native Ads Cartel. The Native Ads Cartel is where it's strictly for digital marketers who wants to learn how to set up a profitable native ads alone. You already have your funnel, you have your sales page and everything, but you've been struggling with Facebook to go live, ad account disabled and everything. You just needed to drive traffic into your offer, right? Into your funnel, your offer, to sell more of your product and services. So you can join this Native Ad Cartel, where what you will be learning is how to set up your ad account. I will teach you the native ad platform I've used to generate millions consistently online without the worry of ad account restriction and everything. Then the second thing is how to set up a payment account with PayPal. So we fund our native ad with PayPal, right? So the only challenge with native ad is PayPal. If you don't know how to create a very strong PayPal account, overnight it will get wiped out. Not that your money will be there, but once you don't have PayPal account, you can't fund your account. That's just the only issue there. So a lot of Nigerians, a lot of digital marketers don't know how to go about it, how to create a very strong PayPal account that, aside from you using this PayPal to fund your native ad account, you can also use it to sell. You can also use it to collect payments all over the world, depending on where your customers are. So I'll be teaching you, like you can see here, this is where I just funded my account, and it said payment successful and everything. So I've been doing this over years, over time, and I already know I still use this just one PayPal account till today. Nothing is wrong with it, and it's still functional. So I will be teaching you that secret on how to set up your PayPal account, and you can use it to collect payment as well. Then the third thing is how to structure your native ad campaign. Like I've said initially, the reasons why native ad fail, you need to know how to structure your native ad campaign, how to get the best ad creative, structure your ad copy, the headline, how you write the headline for maximum return on ad spend. How I've been able to put money week in, week out into native ad to generate massive 7 figures in revenue, in sales, every single week, right? All through native ad. I'll be teaching you how to run the ad. So once again, this Native Ads Cartel is for those who want to learn how to drive traffic, native ads alone. You want to learn how native ad works, and you want to start driving traffic into your funnel. That is it. So the second one is the funnel plus Native Ads Cartel. This is the second phase of the training for digital marketers who want to learn both funnel design and native ad setup. So you can be saying, oh, you already understand and figured out how to build funnels and everything. No, this funnel is not the funnel you'll be learning for Facebook ad right now. Like I said, different platforms, different audience, and different mode of advertising to them. The way you structure your funnel on Google ad campaign is not the same way you structure it on YouTube ad. It's not the same way you structure it on Facebook, right? And it also applies to native ad. It is not the same way you structure it on native ad. So I've detailed a lot of training. I've put them together for your funnel and native ads cartel. This is the second phase of the training for the people who for if you like to join this one, where I'll be teaching you fully funnel and ads training specifically for native ads. So I'll be teaching you how to write native ad funnel copies. These are copies that convert on ad platforms, do not work on native ad. I've said that every platform with different approach. Here you will learn different types of copy model that sells any product and service on native ad. Then the second thing in this training is the funnel design. How you design your funnel, your product sales funnel, your template and everything, how you design them. Then for a bonus as well, I'll be giving you access to my funnel swipe. I'll give you access to my current sales funnel that I'm using to generate sales and revenue, and also the funnels I've used over time, over the years, selling on native ads. I will be giving you all those funnels so you see them, how they works, how they were being written. Everything was written by me, and how you can then model them. You can model after them for your own product, for your own services, for your own business. And then lastly is offer structure, how to create irresistible offer. I know this is very it looks cliche, and it looks cliche. Yeah, let me just say cliche, because you can say you've been hearing offer here and there as a digital marketer. The way, but yet it is not everybody that still understand these things, that there's a way you structure your offer, there's a way you structure your price points, there's a way you peg them. The way you peg offers on native ad is extremely different from the way you peg offers on Facebook and Instagram ads. You can't use the same price point, the same offer on native ad as the same offer on Facebook ad. I've run Facebook ad and I still continue to run it, and I still continue to run native ad. I can tell you my offers are different on both platforms. It is my years of experience, my years of expertise that have made me understand this is what works and this is what doesn't make native ad convert. I've put a lot of money into native ads, I've lost it, and yet I've made a lot of money. I'm still till tomorrow on the profit side on native ad. No digital marketer will ever say they ran advert at a point in their life and everything was all profitable. No digital marketer alive can say that. So if you want to join this training, it is very simple. Like I said, the first one is the native ads cartel, right? It costs 35,000 naira, where I will just teach you how to run your native ads and how native ads works, right? So if you want to pay with your card, this is where you can click and pay with your card, then you get access to the training. Alongside, you will be added to a group for future updates and everything. You'll be added to a group for those that are in this native ads cartel, those who want to become native ad specialists. Then the second payment is for the funnel and native ads cartel. It costs 55,000 naira, right? So you want to learn the both the funnel and native ads structure and how they works. You want to become full stack native ad specialist. So you need to understand how to build native ads funnel, how to write the copies and everything, which automatically gives you to access to future updates about e-commerce if you are into the e-com industry like I am. Weekly Zoom calls and mastermind session on native ad platforms. So if you want to pay, this is your own payment link here. If you want to pay with your card, for those who want to pay for the native ads cartel alone, it is 35,000, but funnel and native ads is 55,000 naira. Then the second payment option is bank transfer. You can either pay make deposits to, this is my account number, right, 35,000 or 55,000. Once you send your WhatsApp number, your name, the payment proof, attach it to the email. This is my email, my only email. Once you send it to this, I will receive the email almost immediately, and you will be added to the training once your payment has been confirmed. So if you want to get started, there's a link below this video where it will bring you to this payment page, where you can also read more about it. So click on it, get into the training. I will see you on the inside. Yeah, thank you for your time. I really hope you learned a lot, and it's a pleasure having you around. Do have a great day. Do continue to run adverts, continue to drive traffic to your offers, continue to sell. I wish you all the best in your online advertising business. Thank you.